Luis, no matter what I say or do, you will never believe what I know to be true in my heart. That the life our love created, the baby that was taken away from me at birth, is Marty. He is our little boy. Luis, you know that I have tried to deny this. You know that I have tried to pretend that it was wishful thinking as a way of coping with the loss of my child, but it's neither. It's the truth. And as hard as this is, I have no choice but to accept it. But what I can't accept is that the man I love won't believe me.
Sheridan, I have tried, but
You won't.
I can't. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too. That's why I have to leave. I have to get away from you for a little while.
Please don't leave. Look, I know that we can work through this.
Can we, Luis? Can we really? You tell me, Luis. Can we really get through something as big as this?
We used to think that our love could get us through anything. And since there is no doubt that we still love each other,
It's
I don't see
how
why
we
can't
love
get through
each
this.
other, Luis. It's how. Look, our passion for each other has never been greater than it is right now. That's what's making this so hard. Because without faith or trust, passion alone just isn't enough. And this whole thing with Marty and your doubt that he is our son has made me realize that, except for passion, our love isn't as strong as we thought.
I need to say that. Because I think that our love is strong enough to get us through this thing with Marty.
Which brings me back to my original question. Do you love me enough to trust that I am right that Marty is our son?
Do you mind? Lopez Fitzgerald.
Luis, it's Ethan. Listen, Gwen and I need your help.
What for?
Well, we have a little situation over at Polaris. Look, I don't know if you heard, but Gwen and I have been granted temporary custody of Jane.
I heard.
Well, we came over to get Jane, and Teresa has locked herself in her room, much in the same way that she did with little Ethan over at the mansion a little while back, and she's refusing to give Jane up.
And you tried talking to her?
Yeah, till I'm blue in the face. Luis, I was gonna call the police and have them come and force her to hand her over, but if they get involved, she'll probably get arrested, and I really don't want to go that route, and I was thinking, you being her brother and a police detective, that you could help us out with this.
Yeah, I'd like to. It's just, kind of in the middle of a difficult situation right now.
Wait a minute. Is that Ethan? Is Gwen with him? Is this about Jane?
Hold on. Ethan and Gwen went over to my mother's house to get custody of Jane, and Teresa won't let them take her.
You need to go over there and help them. I'll come with you.
What about us?
We'll talk about us later, but right now our friends and our family need you.
I need you. And I need for us to be okay.
Like I said, we'll talk about this later. I promise.
Ethan, Sheridan and I will be right over.
But after we talk, I can't promise anything.
Hey, thanks for coming.
I'm so glad you could be here too, of course.
I'm sorry to bother you with this, but if anybody can convince Teresa to give the baby up, I think it's you.
Well, I'll do my best.
Oh, Luis.
Huh.
Sheridan.
Yeah, just came to talk to Teresa.
Well, good luck, son. We've all tried and gotten nowhere.
And why would she listen to you?
Luis, please, not now, okay? Ethan, thank you for calling Luis instead of the police department.
I don't want to hurt Teresa. I just don't want this thing to get any worse than it already is.
Oh, you've been more than considerate to Teresa.
Yeah, all the good it's done, huh?
Gwen, I understand you're upset, and yours too, Ethan. I'm upset as well, but I'm not blind to why it's come to this. You know, Teresa sometimes can be her own worst enemy, just like she's doing now.
I mean, let's just hope that Luis can get through to her.
What is that supposed to mean?
Did you take my advice about Sheridan?
I tried, okay? There is just too much evidence that shows that Beth is Marty's mother. I cannot ignore the proof.
Not even for Sheridan, huh? You should accept what Sheridan believes, Luis, because you love her. And that should be reason enough. That should be more than enough.
Well, God help me. I wish it were, but it is not enough for me to ignore my instincts.
Well, I can't ignore my instincts as a mother either. There's no way I'm handing over my child to Ethan and Gwen.
Teresa, this is about the law here.
For you, Luis. Not for me. For me, it's about doing what my heart tells me. You may be willing to risk losing Sheridan, but I refuse to lose my daughter.